Priestess, what happened to the ritual? What of the dragon god's wrath?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster. How can we survive now?
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual. The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it.
We end this here.
Oh no. You were right, Pug.
We can do this! It is time I put the truth to our teachings and rituals. I stand anew. I stand with you.
I thought we already finished this
This
guy.
is just what I need.
Jesse's a stubborn
Howling
wind!
Cleric! The power of light!
Everyone is... I pray you're ready. Heed me!
I won't hold back! Scour!
Behold this power! Burn!
The power cleric! Oh, holy light! Impossible!
It didn't affect them! Stroll's
I shall
anxiety
take
is
my
right
fullest
here.
power.
Keep the
Come
enemies off
forth
him.
now. That was
Attack was
ineffective.
nullified?
What?
She's really hurting! Can someone help her? Stroll's badly wounded! Can anyone heal him?
Take it! My thanks!
Throw her back!
Watch me!
Can anyone get on healing duty?
Let's not.
The attack was nullified?
I shall vanquish evil! Try not to worry. That helped.
That was helpful. That helped.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
I pray you're ready. Heed me!
I feel like I'm playing Pokemon.
Come forth, royal soul! Wind! It didn't work!
It didn't affect them!
I don't.
Don't underfall! Are you kidding me? That didn't
How do
do
I-
a thing!
I don't get what I'm supposed to be doing.
Stroll's badly wounded! Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't
Are
take
you
any more.
prepared? Are you
Someone
well?
heal him!
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
Stroll's
They
poisoned.
take my fullest
He's
power.
gonna wither away if we don't cure him.
Is there a better strategy? I must concentrate.
Give it all you've got!
This won't work.
It didn't affect
What's going on?
Stroll's poisoned. He'll
What?
wither away if we don't cure him. This'll
Do I
be
have to
over if I
heal
call
him?
upon a royal soul. nullified?
This is fucking stupid.
Fiona's anxious and hurt to her blood.
Oh, please!
Stroll's poison.
I shall vanquish
He's gonna wither
evil.
away if we don't cure him.
That helped.
I am grateful.
Thank you.
Even my summoner. Come forth now.
I owe you.
The freedom of a
What am I
wanderer.
doing, Gary? I don't get this.
Scour! Nothing?
Attack was nullified?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Let's do this together.
I'm counting on you.
Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna. Now
The power of life itself. Ah!
Every summoner is made after you.
The freedom. Let's work together. Maybe I won't hold back.
I don't fucking get this, dude.
We can do this.
That helped.
What up? Yeah, but what up?
Fiona's anxious and hurt for her blood.
Oh,
I'll show you. Raging fire. You hit their weakness. Don't let
I
up
call
now.
upon royal power within.
but how am I supposed to know? It's just colors?
That was helpful. Thank
But-
you.
Even my strength will be needed. If you would,
Ready.
please.
We're looking good here.
Fast dancer.
All yours.
Some darker arts. What?
Attack was nullified?
What? That was the same fucking color.
Try to. Heisman's anxiety is mounting. If he gets hit, he'll be in big trouble.
How am I supposed to know what the opposite of his color is?
Let's try this.
My thanks.
Juna's
I'm
struggling with her
hungry for
anxiety.
monsters.
Don't
This
let her
might
get
be
attacked. Strategy.
You first.
Assassin! Rancor! What is this?
Nullified?
What's the? What?
I cannot think.
Good dodge, Juna. Heisman's anxiety is mounting.
Come
If he
forth,
gets hit,
royal
he'll
soul.
be in big trouble.
Wind! It didn't work.
Kidding me? That didn't do a thing. This'll be over soon enough.
How am I supposed to know the opposite?
This is just what I need. No way. Nullified?
This is fucking idiotic, dude. How? There's no fucking. Oh. Tell me somewhere, Gary, what the fucking opposites are.
What's going on? And he's not even looking at us. Hey, maybe I could flutter over. I bet that praying's connected to how he. Once he's weak to something we can. Should I go just. Leave it to me.
This isn't funny, Gary. It's not fucking funny. This is like, oh, you get to just figure it out while you're getting
Hurt.
face fucked
Maybe
by a
it
boss.
Try not to
Give me
worry.
a minute.
That helped.
That helped.
Quite a boon. You think I'll use what I must. Now accept your fate. Some darker arts.
Are you
What?
kidding me? That didn't do a thing!
I will
I'm about.
scour. Nothing.
You're overwhelmed with anxiety.
You can't introduce a fucking mechanic in the middle of a boss fight like this! It's not how games work!
What am I supposed to do?
Stroll's anxiety is spiking. Keep the enemies off him.
Pierce through!
Wait, that didn't work.
Spare me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Much thanks. Huh. Perhaps I leave it to you.
I won't hold back. You better be sure. Here.
How am I supposed to know any of these?
Behold this power! Burn!
The power
This
of
is
go for
so
it.
fucking
Let us
stupid.
clean
It's
up a wise
amazing.
choice.
It's okay. Lend me your strength.
I'm counting on you.
How's this?
I'm sorry I'm yelling like an idiot. It's dumb in the middle of fucking boss battle going, oh yeah, we're gonna introduce
Struggle
new
with her
mechanics.
anxiety. Don't let her get attacked.
I shall fight as the noble I am. I shall vanquish evil.
That helped.
It's just annoying. That's what
My
it is.
thanks. You think yourself in a favor, if I may?
Let's set it up.
Let me help.
Let's do this.
I don't have any ice. Great.
Fiona's anxious.
Great, I don't have any ice.
Blood. Badly hurt. Get her some healing.
Why do you get to attack 70 fucking times in a
Should
fucking
I
row,
distract him?
dude?
Leave it to me.
So fucking annoying, man.
That hurt. I mean, it worked, but
Oh,
I'll give
healing
it a
light.
minute.
Time for my grand...
Be neither timid nor
Yup.
arrogant. I leave it to you.
The freedom of a wanderer. The next one's yours.
Don't underestimate me. This will... Please, after you.
No holding back. Try not to worry.
I knew you'd help.
Thank you.
They went a little fucking hard in the paint with this bullshit with fucking...
Poison.
Captain's poisoned. We better cure that before the pain sets in.
I'll save this. A favor, if I may.
Stroll's poisoned. It's gonna wither
Is there
away if
another
we don't
way?
cure
I'm
him.
counting on you.
I'll show you. This might be a good strategy.
Damn poison. Cleric, are you well?
Thanks.
That helped.
Huh. Perhaps this suits a wise choice.
I didn't mean to do that. God damn it.
Poison in my veins. Better conserve. We're looking good here.
Your turn.
Keep hitting the wrong goddamn button.
Boy, you first. Please.
Captain's poisoned. We better cure that before the pain sets in.
I'm counting on
Please
you.
leave this to me.
Stroll's poisoned.
Magic
It's
Seeker!
gonna wither away if we don't cure him.
Wind!
Win?
It didn't work.
Oh, it's gotta be ice.
Please, after you.
I call upon royal power within.
This is so fucking dumb. It's like actually amazing how fucking
Thank
stupid
you.
this is.
I am grateful.
I can't!
poisoned. He's gonna wither
Here I
away
go.
if we don't cure him.
It is your turn!
My thanks.
The captain's poisoned.
Poisoned
we
in
better cure
my
that
veins.
before the pain sets in.
I can't.
By this power. With healing power.
That was helpful. Don't behold this power. This might be too much. Be a waste to let this sit.
Thanks.
I can't afford to hold back.
I mean, I didn't even think about that.
Go for it.
This is the power said to belong to a priestess. If we all work together. This should help.
That helped.
So what's the opposite of fucking wind?
Should I go distract him? Leave it to me.
Electricity?
That hurt. I mean, it worked. But I'm gonna need a
Magic
minute.
Seeker! Maybe not. Take it!
Captain's
I'll
poisoned.
give you the
We better
performance
cure that
I'll
before
show
the pain
you.
sets in.
Now for a grand maneuver. I'm not feeling it. If you would,
By
please.
my spear.
I shall fight as the no. Give me your aid! No. You first.
Observe the enemy with blade in hand. Not now. They're
Are you
unfazed.
kidding me? That didn't do a thing.
Oh, can you? Great. This is so fucking stupid. It's actually fucking amazing how dumb this is.
Juna's poisoned. She needs an antidote before the toxin
I'm counting
takes her
on
out. Captain's
I'm hurting.
poisoned. We better cure that before the pain sets in.
I shall disengage.
Please leave this to me.
I can't. Ah!
Thanks.
That helped. That was helpful. I shall do my best. Let us combine our powers. There's another way. Items can only do so much. Please go right ahead.
Poison in my veins. Let's try this.
I owe you.
It wasn't her, it was fucking.
I'm hurting. I call upon a royal soul. Let's not. Your turn.
This is so fucking
I
stupid.
shall
It's
fight as the noble I am. Cleric! Let me go for it.
I fucking hate this dude. I fucking hate how bad this is.
If we all work together.
All right, let's go!
Heed me! Help me finish this.
The next one's yours.
That no one here fights alone. I think not. Please, after you.
Cleric! What am you first?
Everyone is. I must concentrate. Take my fullest power. I'd rather refrain for now. I'm inadequate.
So what is he
Like
now?
hitting her hard.
Is it still
She
lightning?
gets attacked, it's
God damn
over.
it.
I'm counting on you.
I'll give. Let's do this together.
Now, what's the play? Go for it!
In the end, my abilities amount to nothing. Please, go right ahead.
Let's stay calm.
This is so fucking stupid, dude.
Do I need to use it? The next one's yours.
This'll be over soon enough. This is just what I need. No need to rush this. Can't let it go unused.
Thank you.
I shall fight as the noble I am. I shall vanquish evil. Be ready for anything.
I am grateful.
Dude, I fucking hate this. What the fuck is it now? What is the opposite of this?
Should I go distract? Leave it to me. That hurt. I mean, it worked. Here I go. I'm gonna need a minute. It is your turn.
I'm counting on you.
Your turn.
Are you prepared? The power of light. It's no good.
It's not light! Light did nothing, Gary.
I pray you're ready. The situation. I'd rather refrain for now.
Magic Seeker! Is there another way? The next one's yours.
Don't mask dancer. Howling wind. Stubborn, hey?
Oh,
I can't. Ah! Let me rethink this. Here!
I shall please go right ahead.
Let's go! Scour! Still here?
Stroll's anxiety is
I'll
spiking.
show you.
Keep the enemies off him. Gale! They sure
God,
don't
this is
give
the
up easy.
dumbest shit in the fucking world.
You first.
This is the power said to belong to a priestess. I must hold. I'd rather refrain for now.
Ah! Wind!
This is for
Dude,
the
it's just
future of the
annoying, though.
Bastari! Fall!
It's just so frustrating because you don't. Fuck, man.
Good.
And the fight takes like a half an hour because you're sitting there with your thumb up your ass.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Yeah, the biggest problem, Gary, is the fucking magic points, man.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Ha! I have power. I am most certainly stronger than I was.
It's just frustrating doing something like that where it's not clear in the middle of a fucking boss battle.
Right. That's the end of that.
Everyone, once again.
Yep,
Thank
exactly.
you so much.
Dude, that's been the one problem
What
I
a
had with combat
spectacle.
in this game
To think
is
I
that
could
the
have
fucking
evacuated and
bullshit
missed the
with like
performance.
statuses and like it's gone so fucking hard most of the time. And I know they do that in Persona 2, but it's just like, come on, man, let me play the fucking game.
Yufa, that power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence of a history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctus Scriptures are fiction.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Yufa.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. Perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left.
Yeah, every time I've been frustrated with this game, it's been with status effects bullshit. You know?
I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps we would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her? You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks. But there is something that must finally be said. Yufa, I'm glad you chose life.
I think I understand now. It's not slaying monsters that gets rid of the melancholia. I think it goes away when we help people overcome their fear and anxiety.
Have to say, for the moment there, it looked like we'd have more dead than alive. But now they've got the lance, priestess, and the whole sodden village in their corner.
It's only relevant as far as it matters for Luis's sake, Baz. Remember, we're doing this for a world where your blood don't matter, long as you can fend for yourself.
Suppose, but what about them that can't fend for themselves? Like them village folk you helped save. Reminds me of that Glodell business too. They're tough enough that they don't need dirty tricks. If you challenged them, and they won fair and square.
Pack it in, Basilio. Our war may be quieter, but we're still fighting. Hesitate out there and you're dead.
It's funny how the younger brother is getting the point of it better than the older brother. It took almost an hour to do those two fights.
So, that's the lance everyone's after. Don't suppose you could chuck it our way, young miss?
I wanted to discuss that. Unfortunately, I cannot let the lance leave my side. But to that end, what if I were to accompany you? The monster is gone, the Magla-made distortion is visibly fading from our lands, the threat looming over the island has passed. That said, if I am to be a warrior priestess, then I feel I must learn what the world is like beyond our borders. Besides, if you were to hold the lance, you would lose your powers of magic, which would be inconvenient.
Wait, we lose our magic powers?
Well, A flow of some protective magla surrounds you. Yet, when the lance nears you, it seems to dispel that magic. I can only assume it's one of Dracodios's powers.
What? Hold on. Protective Magla? You don't think she's talking about the king's magic?
What's come over you, Strode? You seem distraught.
Look, can I talk to you for a second? There's something I want to test with Dracodios.
Oh, they could kill Luis with it.
Did you all see that? This changes everything.
I'll say. I was wondering how a whole dragon's worth of magla fit in such an ordinary-looking lance. Now I finally understand.
Your pardon, but might someone clarify?
He blocked it well enough, but the blow still landed. Our candidate was struck.
So we could attack Luis with it, yeah.
There's no doubt about it. This lance has the power to nullify the protection of the king's magic. That means, as long as you have this lance, any candidate can be killed. And if Luis knows that, it explains a lot.
Then I am well glad the brothers are not present to hear it. What a secret to have stumbled upon.
Maybe this is our chance. We can do what Grius couldn't, and this time, he wouldn't see us coming.
His plan to assassinate Luis.
Yes. That was our original mission, after all.
You would use it to take a life?
Yikes. We've been blabbing in front of Yufa.
Doesn't matter. We'll need it kept quiet that we know the lance is secret, and we can't ask that of her without giving a proper explanation.
I was the one who came asking to be included. No matter how heavy or grim your burdens, I would shoulder them alongside you.
Sheesh. Not much we can say when she puts it like that.
But how would such an assassination be enacted? Those brothers will make damn sure we turn the lance over.
A stealth mission's out. Last time there were hardly any guards about and we still barely managed to survive. I'd rather not push our luck.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down. Well, Captain? Any ideas?
How about we give him a fake lance?
There's a thought. After all, the lance has been shut up in a temple for ages. Not even Luis would know what the real one looks like.
Tis an easy thing to say, but are we even capable of making such a replica?
If you just need a visual double whipped up, that's certainly within my repertoire, what?
Oh, good. We've got a certified craftsman on board. Have at it then. Give us a lance to turn heads.
Yufa, knowing what we want to do with the lance, are you sure you still want to stick with us?
I did not falter in choosing my fate as a sacrifice, and I will not falter in this. Please, tell me everything.
Well, settle in. It's a long story.
So the prince is alive?
I know His Highness can guide us to a brighter future. Laugh at my hopes if you wish, yet...
I do not know or love this prince as you do. But I can tell, by your faith, he is not one to cast others aside.
For now, we need to figure out when and where to ambush Luis. Treasonous bastard who cursed him.
Well, if we're going to trick him with a fake, there's only one answer. Saint's Day. The city will be chock full of relics by then.
Well, what I don't get, Gary, is it's not like the world that we live in right now wasn't because of his father. So why was the prince going to be so much better?
No doubt he has the same advantages in mind. The relics will be presented at Altabri's Grand Opera House, yes?
Well then, you could try it while I'm singing. Long as I'm on stage, I can keep everyone's eyes on me.
I suppose it is time I face my destiny as well. In the name of protecting my people, I've no doubt my understanding of life itself will be tested. All I can do is hope for your support in my journey.
Time to go!
Not just the lance, but now we've got Yufa herself. Things are looking up. Maybe you just draw people to you, like the prince did. Strange to think of an understanding of life.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I get it. It's just not something I thought about until recently. You think a fairy could find any meaning in that?
I'm sure you can.
You're right. I want to believe that. With you on our side, I know we'll figure it out.
I will go tell my brother of my departure.
Then we shall rest at the inn. 'Tis altogether too cramped in these quarters.
Cramped spaces are the foundation of camaraderie, I say. Well, to each their own.
Now then.
By the way, when do we depart from the island? Not soon, I take it.
No.
No, I imagine Eurus needs some time to craft the fake land, so let's wait until he tells us it's complete. Fidelia's recovery is a fine excuse for us to stay put.
True.
If we only need to be there by Saint's Day, then we have some time yet to attend other matters. We ought to hone our skills or gather more support before we depart. And if Yufa is really to join us, then let's make sure she's caught up to speed. Make sure she tags along. Woo. It's a good thing we were able to convince the Magnus brothers to stay on the island until our fake lance is ready.
Most helpful.
We cannot idly wait away the time. Yet more battles await us, so we could ensure that our archetypes are up to the task. Woo. Now it's ready to conk out on the table. What do you say? Shall we eat and then call it a night? I'd say we earned a rest today. Good job.
Apologies for the intrusion.
Something wrong, love? It's late.
My brother had already retired for the day, so I thought I'd wait for tomorrow to tell him. But now that I find myself alone with my thoughts, I'm quite nervous.
Think you'll be able to tell him yourself?
If I cannot even do that, there would be little point in leaving the island. He will understand. After all, he left long before I did. What is that book?
Oh, it's a fantasy novel. He's never without it.
A fantasy? But what is it a fantasy of?
It's a story about a utopia.
A utopia?
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists. Much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
In truth, 'tis difficult to envisage. All I have known is our own island's history and doctrine, and naught beyond it. So, well, would it be all right if I read some? Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Despite all the people share in common, the world is filled with myriad faiths and beliefs. Accordingly, those in search of spiritual meaning may seek and find many different teachings to guide them. I see. So the people of this world are free to believe as they will. Anyone may follow any god, any dogma.
So basically the opposite of the Sanctus Church.
Our legends say that the ancient world was full of all manner of beliefs too. The people of Eld worshipped many gods from many pantheons. People confronted the anxiety that haunted them.
Thinking back, some of those figures in the temple murals may have been gods.
Yes, that mural depicting myriad gods is an explanation of how this world came to be.
But ultimately,
Screw you guys,
war
I'm going
claimed
home.
everything. Suppose that means it wasn't much of a utopia, right?
Perhaps freedom unchecked gave rise to conflict. Either way, to know the past is to ensure history does not repeat. If we are to
Unless you
create
live in
a
America
utopia
in
rooted
2024.
in our world, faith is not enough. We must move onward and take action as allies, because I believe that's how this must be used. This power that guides us to ideals. To walk forward, firmly, fearing nothing.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Your pardon?
Yufa, and the mainlanders. What is it?
Brother, I must speak with you. Until now, I have understood nothing. But it is not merely the teachings I failed to grasp. I did not understand Mother and Father's wishes, nor indeed their own. As the priestess, I am duty-bound to protect our village. And I would do so not with a weapon, but with understanding. Brother, please permit me to travel alongside these people.
Your own journey. I never thought I'd see the day you'd ask to leave.
We can look after her.
My own journey's end freed me from our customs. Perhaps, had I sought comrades and friends of my own to walk with, I would have found purpose. So be it. Go and see this world with your own eyes. As a parting gift, Yufa, I entrust this to you.
What is it?
Mother's Kakara. With this staff in hand, she would travel the lands beyond our shore, seeking to spread our teachings.
I did not know she'd left anything behind. I gladly accept.
I must ask, Yufa, what do you plan to call yourself, once off the island?
What do you mean? I am the priestess of Verga Island. Should I be called anything else?
Indeed. To outsiders, we are only the islanders. We have hardly named the land, much less our humble village. We once saw no need for a name. We had rejected the world outside for so long, we knew but two lands. Those within our borders, and those without. Now that the truth of our traditions has been restored, we may celebrate them. And in that spirit, I would like to name our village.
Our home will have a name?
By your efforts, there is no longer any doubt. The dragon god Et is our village's guardian deity. Thus, it seems only right to call it the home of the dragon god Et. Etria. One day, after years untold, I hope Etria will be a bustling town. People from far and wide will meet here. It will be worthy of its name. At least, that is my fantasy.
I think I found a world I want to be a part of. To that end, everyone, I look forward to our journeys together.
So, you're off to Altaberry. You'll have to watch for the tide, but you should arrive with plenty of time. If you have time yet to relax, our island home is humble, but I hope it is to your liking.
Yeah. We're 12, damn. We're getting there. After defeating the human and saying Yufa alongside Verga Island, I gained their support. We're blazing a path to defeating Luis and saving the prince, one step at a time.
Well then.
Just lovely.
All right then.
Fuck this shit out.
Hey!
We've a special sale.
What now?
You can trust in me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Nice!
Sounds like a lovely time.
We've a special
Now then.
We've a special...
Damn.
Good.
What do I do? I'm gonna probably stream like 15 more minutes. I don't know what I'm gonna do for 15 minutes. Maybe start going towards the...
All right then. Go.
Yeah, let's go to the other island and just check out. I should be able to run around killing it, one-shotting everything, but...
Well, what do you want to do?
Now...
We could fulfill a request there.
Residents here are having trouble with the Birdmaster. Juna, are you wish to rectify their situation, correct? It's not right that a monster is preventing them from mourning their deceased. Can I enlist your help? Of course, we shall eradicate the fiend, and the departed shall find their
Let's go then.
repose. Give my gratitude, everyone. Now that I think about it, didn't the informant on Virga Island have some info on this place? We could still head there without
It's
it,
your
of course.
call.
Let's go.
Great.
Can you hear me?
Hello there. Can you hear me? There's some sort of altar that's appeared in the lounge. Yufa said something about it possessing divine power, so give it a look.
What to pick? Oh.
Go poop.
Right.
There you go. There's my luck, Gary. My poop
Well
luck.
then.
All good.
Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them in the stews alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Ria is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why people prefer foods that cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and then we select from them according to the needs of our body at the time. It's like Asia, you know. I begin preparing the food alongside Yufa.
May I?
You need only a pinch of that herb for the best results. Add too much and it becomes a most deadly poison, so I urge you to be cautious. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and
I
affection.
want to say...
Okay, let us cast it together. Nuramata Imu Renaxio. The stew, it smells so fragrant and its flavor has so many layers.
What this is?
This almighty golden stew is a perfect recipe of the Mastari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it.
Now, where was I?
Simply amazing.
As you already know, what you've discovered is called the Summoner, an intriguing archetype that calls the mythical beings from worlds we can hardly imagine. However, in order to summon anything, it requires a vessel, a catalyst unique to each being you wish to call forth. Henceforth, I shall craft these vessels for you. I've added a new item and special experiments for just such a purpose. Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means. Okay. Magic formula written by the... Okay.
Yes.
But then...
So it goes back to the time of the city we found buried beneath the Dragon Temple. Why would the king go out of its way to write in such an archaic language? The king was an avid researcher of magic and its origins. He even funded the Mage Academy from the royal treasury. It's not beyond possibility you would know such a language. Then the person whose name is written, they've probably long dead? That I couldn't say for certain, but I did figure something else out. In front of the name is an alias, or perhaps more of a title. The Truth Seeker, Roderick. Another connection to the archetype. Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the secret archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have magic powers we have yet to ascertain? Now how I yearn to decipher the scroll in its entirety. If you come upon any further truths, please examine the scroll again.
You don't say.
You've studied quite a number of archetypes. You may be the most adept researcher partner I've ever had.
Incredible.
All right.
There goes my imagination. Imagination.
Did I?
Just now. No, impossible.
What?
Are you all right?
Not quite.
Nothing. I just recalled some memories that are slightly unpleasant.
What?
Unpleasant memories. A memory of long ago, my time with a trusted comrade and his eventual betrayal, though I cannot even recall his face.
It appears that
I had deep trust in him, and so the wounds on my heart were equally so. So it seems I never had an eye for people.
It'll be fine.
So don't let it bother you.
I must apologize.
Sorry, I find myself thinking in circles so often here, and kernels of doubt so easily grow to overshadow my mind entirely. For example, I believed I was conducting research on my own volition, but is that the truth? Lately, I've felt that my research may actually be by another's will, that I only labored under their guidance. I was so happy to imagine my memories restored, but now I wonder if some things are best left forgotten. Where's this coming from? Are you all right?
How odd.
It's a difficult question to answer, yes, but I confess I feel a little better knowing you worry for me. My apologies, didn't mean to let any bitterness slip out. Perhaps because I'm so unused to it these days, but I do so struggle with the conversation. You truly are too kind to me. Thank you for being here. It means more than I can say.
Often I find your words written. Well then.
Mental weariness aside, we have further work to do. Your next task is to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the commander, the general. If you haven't acquired the general yet, I suggest making a connection with the captain of the guard corps in the old castle town. I'm sure this will prove to be a fine source of power, as well as I further increase your royal virtues. Worth the trouble, I'd say.
This one's important.
I can depend only on you.
I would be happy if you could visit again. You're all I believe in. So we gotta go to that second town we went to.
I've been waiting.
So the mask just like what do you call her? Be like pretty versatile character, right? So
Oh, you'll come again.
well, we can teleport over to. I mean, we're not doing that. We're doing the.
Come on. Got it.
Okay, so we vacuum. We can do our max HP. It's an altar that Yufa built with a statue of the dragon god.
What do you want to do?
According to Yufa, it's a very sacred statue. The dragon god apparently grants special powers to those who use the statue to pray. Praying for someone else's sake is a nice idea. What do you think?
Well then.
Here we go then. Who are we gonna pray for? Let's pray for Yufa.
Then...
Alright then, let's close our eyes and pray silently in our hearts. Does it increase there? I prayed that Yufa further receives his blessing. You seemed like you were praying fervently. Perhaps your prayers will be answered. Okay. Cool.
The Orb-wise Path, a cave on an uninhabited island east of Virga Island, comes into view. An old Mystari custom says the deceased can ascend as guardian deities if their remains are fed to the snakes here. Time passes, lands and peoples change, and the unthinkable becomes sacred tradition. The party arrives with complicated feelings.
Complicated.
Ah, I see.
So this is it, the cave that Virga Island's inhabitants use for their funeral rites.
Right.
Indeed it is. A lot to ask, but will you help clear this monster out? I really do want to help the Mystari. As I understand it, a monster's bird is preventing their ceremonies. Indeed, that shall not stand.
Be that as it may.
Still offering your dead to snakes? I try to keep an open mind, but the Mystari stand alone on this one. Yugi funerals differ from Sanctus ones as well, and from what I hear, so do Parapus rites. No two cultures are alike.
I'm going.
Yes, well, right now there's some stupid bird threatening theirs, and I say we send it flying. It is a painful thing being unable to mourn the dead as you wish. Let us offer our assistance.
All right.
Allow me a spot in the formation. You'll not regret it, I'm sure.
Now then,